madness. Welcome to Unlimited Lives Radio. This is your host, TJ Del Reno. With me is my co-host, cousin Ian, or Ian Merriweather Irish O'Keefe.
Welcome. E-I-M-I-O are my initials. Merriweather is one of my two middle names. The other is Irish. My parents named me that because I am Irish.
Yes, that is correct. So this is the first time we have to do a one over the internets. So just in case if we sound kind of weird, that's it. Because poor little cousin Ian has a little coldy woldy.
I got the sniffles, you know.
Ah, the sniffy whiffies.
God, I feel like Bubsy.
You do. Between my strep throat and then your sick cold, I was like, we just can't. I was like, I just don't want to I can't get sick. You were very sweet to be like, I don't want to get you sick. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So it'd be great, dude. There's so much stuff there's so much stuff. I'm excited, man.
We got to talk about it, TJ. These stories have to get discussed.
These stories have to get discussed. The thing about gaming news is it has to be discussed.
Someone has to talk about it. That's our job.
Someone who is supposed to talk about it. It is our job to do it. What did you find in the news cycle this week? All
right.
Oh, by the way, there is no soundboard. Ian was happy about that.
Oh my God.
I was destroyed.
I'm over the moon, dude. This is the best thing. No soundboards. No stupid forced joke sound effects. Although I am going to miss Let's Go, dude. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, I am going to miss that. Would it be great? Yeah, man, you scoured the interwebs and you found some fun stuff.
You know, I'm
very excited.
I feel like every time I really have to take the lead on this, it's a particularly easy week to find stories.
You found so many fun stories. I was shocked because every time I have to do that,
and we got to discuss them
forever.
Yeah,
we have to. Who's going to discuss it? If we don't, who will?
Yep.
That's what I want to know. What did you find? What did you find first?
First story. This is the first story I saw, and maybe the one I'm most excited about.
Oh shit! First story.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Okay. You're doing the Ollie G snappy thing. I thought.
Yeah. Ow.
It's like the bit rate on the video is so off. I couldn't tell what you were doing. If you were like, run around the bases again. If you were like, hey, you stopped recording, go back. Or
yeah, run around the bases. What did you find? I thought this was interesting when you found this.
Story one. THQ Nordic, the new creators of Darksiders, have announced, and basically nothing else other than announced, a new Darksiders game with a twist. The old Darksiders games were sort of action-adventure style games, not open world, but with RPG elements. I'd say it's an action-adventure style game. But the new one, Darksiders Genesis, is going to be a Diablo-style action RPG. They've announced that they're one of the playable characters. The only confirmed playable character right now is Strife, who's the one of the four horsemen that we haven't played yet in the first three Darksiders. And apparently, someone saw footage. I couldn't find any footage, but someone saw footage and said, "Oh yeah."
Oh my God! I saw footage. So here's the thing: Darksiders. Oh, well, I did. Darksiders 1 was
stop rubbing it in my face.
I'm so sorry. I'm just saying, like, I found it and I didn't want to send it because it was my secret. Darksiders 1 was secret footage, was relatively linear but open world-ish. Darksiders 2 was a lot more open world, but you still had things you had to do. Then Darksiders 3 was very linear. You liked that one. I hated it. Darksiders 2 I loved. 1 I really liked a lot. 3 I despised.
I loved 1 and 2, and I very much liked number 3.
Okay, good. Okay, so yeah. So we both are the same page for 1 and 2, but 3, like, you liked 3. I did not like it at all. So this one has Strife, who has like two guns. Basically, the game plays like Diablo, but it looks very like that Tomb Raider game where it's like top-down smash TV where you just shoot like creatures. Yeah, it didn't look that. It's just, to me, it's like, just make an open world like
make Diablo. There's not enough Diablo style games. It's gonna be dope, dude.
There isn't. Do you think that there'll be
couch co-op?
Loot?
Yeah, I think there'll be loot. I think there'll be co-op. I think it'll be like, my hope is it's the Diablo 4 we should have gotten announced at BlizzCon.
Oh, that is true. Oh my God, do you think that that's what they're doing? They did this instead? Oh, bless you, my love.
Excuse me.
Well, Strife looks like he shopped at Hot Topic, is what he looks like. Because he's got like goth like boots And so the trailer opens up with like you see like goth boots walking, and then he comes across this 3-headed boss who's like, Strife, what? Well, like
you're
hey,
late for your shift.
Yeah, you're late for your shift, Strife. You're gonna get fired. But it was like this 3-headed, like New York heavy Bay Ridge, Brooklyn accent boss. Yeah,
awesome.
And then yeah, it's real cool.
That is
and
cool.
He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, would you come here to fight all alone? And then he's like, oh, I'm not alone. I have friends. And then like I guess War. They said War was
War apparently was in the
shown
trailer.
in it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just because, like, I don't know what I think when they made. I guess it makes sense because there's never been. No, that's not true. I was about to say there's never been 4 video games, but I'm literally playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is the 7th game in Assassin's Creed.
This is the first time they've made a sequel to a video game. It's called Darksiders 4, and it's the first time they've made another of the same game.
Yeah, I'm so shocked. So, I don't know. It looks, I mean, there should be more Diablo games. Like, I hope it's for Switch because I'd like to play it on Switch.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't want to play it. I don't want to sit and play it on, I mean, I don't know.
Especially
I'm glad they're making
I don't think the Darksiders games, their graphics are like pretty, but they're not like jaw-dropping, so I'm pretty cool with
they never are.
Playing them on a little screen and taking them with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. I definitely want to play it as like, I definitely want to play it on the go.
Yeah, that's my whole point. I like my video games like I like my Chinese food. To go.
To go. What a great phrase. That's a great phrase.
I say it all the time. I'm always saying how I like my video games like I like my Chinese food.
On the go.
To go.
Delivered by a smart young man who delivers it on time. I think they did this because Darksiders 3 was such shite.
I think it was also just super under promoted, which I still think it was good. I know it didn't get as good reviews as the other 2, but I don't think it was a complete failure.
No, it really wasn't. I mean, it really wasn't promoted. Only games that get promoted as much as like. I mean, if you think about it, dude, video games really just get promoted a lot on like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. Like, there's not really. Like, Netflix doesn't have commercials. Hulu does. I guess Hulu they could. But it's like there's not. I don't have cable to watch cable to be like, oh, a Darksiders thing. I just have to learn about games. And then I'm like, oh, cool. They're making a new Darksiders.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just he has 2 guns. He pulls 2 guns out. They all have guns. War had a gun.
That's so cool. Guns are cool.
They all had guns. It's just boring. It's like, all right, everyone has it.
Well,
like at least Darksiders 3, I respected that. Like, I loved Darksiders 2 because he had 2 scythes. Darksiders 3, she had a whip.
I think just scythe. I don't think you pronounce the K. The K.
A scythe?
Scythe.
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 Like Darksiders. Like Scyther. Remember in Pokemon Scyther? Speaking of Pokemon, let's talk about Google Stadia.
Oh my God. What a great segue. Beep,
Was it? I tried.
I watched a little bit of it on the old Twitter box just to hear. It's so disgusting. I hate hearing corporate leet speak of like, we're trying to make a community of gamers. It's like there already is one. Nintendo has a community. Steam has one. Blizzard has one. Xbox has one. PlayStation has one. We don't need a 6th gaming, quote unquote, gaming community. It's like, shut up. Just be like, hey, we're making this system. This is what we're not even a system, whatever it is, but like we're making this thing. It's just I hate that bullshit. We're like we're trying to bring AAA games to you. It's like no one cares.
Just speaking of,
we just make fun of you.
Speaking of like corporate garbage speak, though, did you just this is off topic, but do you hear about the Apple monitor they just put out? That's $5,000 and $1,000 extra if you want a stand for it.
Shut up.
So it's $6,000 to get the monitor and the stand. It's $5,000 for the monitor with no stand and no way to put it anywhere.
Are you?
I'm dead serious. It's all over the internet right now. I'm sure all the listeners have heard about it, but yeah.
What the fuck?
Just so everyone knows right now, TJ has the biggest smile on his face. He got up and he hopped up and down a few times. He said, "Yippee, yippee! Tim Cook can finally get a boat! Yay!"
Oh, thank God! I've been hoping to get a boat. What kind of fucking assholes? Like, just sell the computer for $6,000 and that's it.
But it's not a computer. It's a monitor. It's just a screen.
But just how stupid you are to add to be like, why would you even add that? Whose idea was it like this? All right, guys, the stand is $1,000. Yeah. I would be like, all right, guys, charge the thing as $6,000. Don't say the stand costs $1,000.
Well, someone
be like, it's.
Someone was just telling me a lot of people like who have those really big ultra high end monitors already have stand equipment or like ways to mount it or whatever. So it's just like, oh, they wouldn't have to pay $1,000 to get the stand. But if you don't have that equipment, like, fuck you, bro. Like, fuck you. And that's
right now.
That's bad.
I want to see monitor arms and monitor stands on Amazon. I had to see this for a second. Okay, so it looks like you can mount it to a wall, I guess. Yeah, I mean, they look like TV mounts. Shut up, Amazon. The fuck is Amazon Smile? Shut up.
Amazon Smiles so you give money to charity. Stop telling it to shut up. Why do you hate sad dying animals and orphan kids overseas?
Despise anything that dies. This dual monitor mount is $70. This prime mount for a table is $27.
Yep.
15, dude, I'm having a hard time finding anything past $80.
I know.
What a bunch of assholes.
Anyway, speaking of stands, Google Stadia, which sounds like stands. Stadia and stand sound like each other, so that's the segue.
Very good. Very good.
They announced some details.
Good. I'd like to hear these details for Google Stadia. Number one, what does Stadia mean? Is that Greek for stadium?
It's the plural of stadium.
They're pretentious idiots.
It's like stadiums.
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that really is what it is. Okay. There's a base. So this is what it is. So it's not a console. Okay. It's a streaming service, and you need to have a way to stream it. And I don't know if Google's necessarily selling a way to stream it. I think their way to stream it is Chromecast or Chromecast Ultra is like if you need hardware to use it, but it's like a subscription service like Netflix or like Steam or whatever.
But okay, go on.
So there's a base subscription price to it. Okay, so basically you pay something like I think it was around $12, $13 a month in order to keep being able to stream the games. All right.
Okay.
When you get the service, it comes with a couple games, like maybe, but like not really that many, and they're probably not like AAA.
Assassin's Creed 2, Mass Effect 3, Batman Arkham Asylum,
and then for all these like 8-year-old games, and then
all the Wii U games, the games that Wii U were dropped at launch, and everyone's like, "This is 5 years old."
You still have to buy games for it. So any new games you want to get, you buy games. That's in addition to the subscription fee.
Thank God.
And then you stream everything. So Google's playing the game at their home headquarters and just streaming the visuals to you. There's a free model that lets you play games in 1080 resolution. So I guess you don't have to pay that. But if you want the ultra high def, like the 4K res, which the paid subscription comes with, you do have to pay monthly. But if you don't, I think you can just use it more like Steam. And what else?
The thing about this thing so far is anyone who has a 4K TV who is a gamer has PS4 or an Xbox One Elite already.
Yeah.
This is the thing with like when they do this shit, I'm always like, who are you pitching this to? I guess PC people, because you know for a fact, dude, that if me and you got Stadia, right? I would bet you $1,000 it will not work on Mac. They will find some way, even though right now on Macintosh, I use Google Chrome. I don't even know why, but I use Google Chrome on my Mac instead of like Firefox or Safari.
Or Safari.
They will
so
find.
Good.
Do you think they'll find some way that it won't work?
No, I think it's not worth it for Mac for Apple to try and shut it down. I think it's probably. I think you might be able to play in browser if you already have Google Chrome or any browser. I think you should just be able to stream.
The controller looks like it was found in the Best Buy bargain bin, or the B4. I call it the B4. I don't like the controller. Oh, he's so snotty.
You guys have no idea how much snot I've got. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
They're also offering a Founders Edition for $150, which comes with a Chromecast Ultra. So that's used for a lot of things. You can also use that like a Roku or an Apple Fire Stick or Apple TV or whatever. It comes with a controller, a 3-month subscription, and it comes with Destiny 2. And the only other thing that they announced is that there is a minimum internet speed requirement, which makes sense because I guess.
Well, so here's the thing. So to touch on Destiny 2, I just saw on Twitter today. Destiny 2, the new like Destiny 2 is going to be free to play very soon, which is very disheartening for people that bought Destiny 2, including myself. I bought it years ago. So Destiny 2 will be free to play. Number one, they call it Founders Edition, which sounds very pretentious, like Google's founding fathers. I want to be a Google founding fathers. Play video games like our founding fathers did.
Basically, if you buy the Google Stadia, it's like signing a new Declaration of Independence from other consoles.
Separate yourself from other console countries to be a founding father of Google Stadia. Dun, 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 Google. It's dumb. Oh, yeah, thank you. Ian's putting his hand over his heart.
Oh,
right now.
yeah, sorry, I stood up. It's our national Google anthem. Sponsored by Google.
That's true. It just has the Google founder on a boat crossing like an internet river. Like, I'm going to drop these.
You mean wait? Not passing an internet river. He's crossing a stream because Google Stadia is a streaming service.
Dude, that rules. That is great. Good
Put that in
job.
the show notes. Yo, Ian had a great joke.
Notes, bro. It's in the show notes, bro.
At 15 minutes, 30 seconds, Ian had the most stellar fucking joke of all time.
Yeah.
All right.
So the thing, well, live is $50 a year.
Yeah.
So this will be 15. So then, wait, it's 15 a month?
I think it's around 12 a month. So maybe
that would be what,
140
like
a year, 150 a year.
Okay, so you're paying $150 a year to, and you have to buy the games, which the games will probably be cheaper, like they do on Steam.
Probably not.
But
I don't think they will. I think they'll be the same price. And I still think it's a decent business model.
A decent business model?
I think it might work. I don't think it'll work because gamers are pretty set in their ways, especially console gamers. Like,
yes.
But here's why I think it makes sense. You're right. Like, what if you have an Xbox One Elite? What if you have a PS4 Ultra or whatever they're calling it? Like the high-end ones that do 4K. Okay. What about when PlayStation 5 comes out? Do you want to drop another $1,000 on the Elite version of that?
Yeah.
What if you have a great gaming computer now? Will you still have a great gaming computer in 4 years, 5 years? What if you had a great gaming computer 3 years ago and now it's struggling to play 4K games because 4K wasn't out 3 years ago?
Yeah.
So if you look at it that way, if you're like amortizing your cost of paying, how much do you pay for a console? Like you get a new console, I don't get the like super high end ones. I get the 300-400 editions. And you spread that out over, 5 or 6 years, including the fees for whatever else. It's like, yeah, maybe it's worth it. It could be. I don't have a 4K TV. It's not worth it for me. And I don't want to like port all my games to a new service. But like, if you do, if it is like PS5 comes out and it's $800 for the base edition, people might be like, yeah, no, I'll just do that Google thing. That way I spread my costs over a much wider period of time. And I don't have to worry about all of my, money being tied up in this thing, like what if someone breaks in and steals your Xbox, man? You're boned.
Yeah, I mean,
and this is the discussion we have to have.
Yeah, yes. Well, the thing is, like, I agree with that when you say it that way, but it's also like here's why I'm not a fan of internet-based services, and I'll tell you why. If your internet goes down, you can't play anymore. If someone hacks your Google shit, you can't play anymore. If you let's say I get Google Stadia, right? And then I have to buy all my games twice because I have an Xbox, I have a PS4, right? Mm-hmm. We don't know what the internet speed is. Obviously, it's probably not going to be like too crazy, but it's going to be fast. So there's no way, unless I have a mobile hotspot from like Sprint, that's like a good hotspot.
Yeah.
Even that hotspot, I bet I won't be able to stream my games. And let's say me and you, we go to a festival, right?
Let's go.
And then me and you go.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go, dude. We go to stay at a hotel. I won't bet you $1 billion that internet speed at the hotel will be such garbage that we cannot play our games. So,
absolutely.
You're right in the realm of like, do I want to drop $800 on a PS4 when I could play those same new games on my laptop or Chromecast? You are correct. But I feel like there's no, like the Steam box failed. Like I feel like there's no they think there's a market and they're like, you could play it on your tablet, your Mac, or your phone, but it's like these are all devices that need fast Wi-Fi. You need a good Wi-Fi connection wherever you are. And no one's playing. I'm not playing on my phone, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, on my cell phone over my Sprint fucking 3G, 5G network. Because my Sprint network, dude, can barely load fucking Facebook half the time. how is it supposed to be loading, like I said, like Rage 2. It's just they make these things thinking that Starbucks and like hotels and people's you're surrounded by fucking internet like this is 2065. It's like we're not. You
Even
go to
the
Starbucks,
internet we're
the internet
surrounded
is
with is garbage.
It's garbage. The internet
It can't
that you
stream
pick
4K.
up. No, even if I don't want to stream 4K on my laptop and just stream 720p, the fact is the game's going to stutter. It's not going to work. A Starbucks does not have good Wi-Fi strong enough for it. Nope. A hotel doesn't have it, nor does an airplane.
Even the subway doesn't.
And the subway doesn't. So that's why I'm always confused with these things being like, where do you think these people are playing?
Well, they're playing them in Silicon Valley, where Google is. That's where
Oh, my God. Yeah, they're playing in one state. It's just like...
yeah, they're also playing in, like, the most connected place in the world. And can I just say one more thing? Like, another reason this is going to fail, and then I think we can move on unless you have anything else.
Of course we can.
Okay. Gamers trust 3 companies. They trust Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Those are the companies that gamers trust to make games. And in the past 10 years, we have seen a lot of other companies try and fail to do different services.
They also trust Steam, but no one
Steam but not for hardware. I'm talking because obviously gamers trust publishers or like developers of games. Like everyone's got their favorite game developer, but Steambox died. It lost support. Ouya was like the first like big third like new party one that no one had heard of, and it fell apart. Right? Like people have been trying to put together these things, and like all these streaming services we've watched fail and watched die. No one trusts Google to make a new gaming system. Google doesn't have the name it had 15 years ago. People aren't like, wow, Google is by far the most advanced, best tech company in the world. Like, they're still seen as good, but they're not like Google is the best, right? You don't think that. They're fine.
No.
No one thinks they're just the best.
Yeah, I don't think of it. Like, if you told me Steam was doing this, I'd be like, all right, I could dig Steam.
But Steam did do it, and they failed.
Yeah,
and that's the thing, is that like no one wants to go and put their money into buying Stadia, spending $800 on games, and then Stadia fails in a year and a half or 2 years.
Oh my God! And then you have the wasted, and I'm
you
not.
have all that wasted money. You think they're going to give you like gift cards to go get those games somewhere else? No, they're going to tell you to put your thumb up your butt, go on Unlimited Lives, and have a discussion because the gamers need to have a discussion about the news.
We have to have a discussion. And also, just to plug the Facebook group, if you guys, the Facebook group Unlimited Lives Radio, where you can do the discussion on the group and talk and fun posts and everything. Then there's Unlimited Lives Radio, the Facebook page, like the page, join the group. Then there's Unlimited Lives Gaming, and go on iTunes and rate and review and subscribe.
This is the gaming community. This is the community.
Yeah, guys. This is I love watching that idiot just talk. This is we're trying to create an immersive gaming community. It's like, shut up. I feel like I'm sitting through a human resources meeting.
We're going to synergize.
Yeah.
I quit my job last week. I'm just so freaking happy I don't have to listen to that for a little while. Yeah.
Thank God. Good for you.
Thank God.
Good for you. You know, you definitely have to go catch another job. You got to catch another job.
Speaking of catching another job, Google Stadia. I might be applying to Google. Google Stadia is a streaming service. No, I'm just kidding.
Go on.
Speaking of just kidding around, you know who's a kid? Ash from Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Journey is being released on PC. Sorry, I'm so bad at segues. I always look at the wrong news story.
You do. You always look at the wrong one. I did watch the video on Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Me too. I watched it too. That one I could find.
It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
All right, so Pokemon Sword and Shield, they've announced a slew of details, an absolute
slew.
A slew. Like coleslaw, but cole slew, and then you drop the cole. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, the coolest thing about it, I don't like Pokemon. I think the games are boring. I understand people who do.
Oh my God, this is where me and you
differ.
Agree. No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't hate Pokemon, but I also found like I would play maybe 3 hours and then get kind of bored, and I'm like, something else comes out. But I'm excited for Sword and Shield, tell you the truth.
I'm not going to get it, but good for you. And here's what is cool.
Fine.
Co-op raids on these quote-unquote Dynamax Pokemon, which are basically enormous Pokemon with access to super special attacks. So up to four
Well, Dynamax sounds like a car waxing product.
Dynamax sounds like a crappy ripoff of Dinosaur Transformers.
Oh my god, that's great.
New Dynamax. Check out Triceracop and
Tyrannosaurus. Awesome.
And Crankylosaurus.
Stegalodon. Amaxis. I don't know. I have no idea.
Pterodactyl.
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite. Pterodon. Yeah, Dynamax sounds like a cheap sound system radio. Like, where'd you get your car radio? Oh, it's a Dynamax. Oh, cool, man.
No wonder the speaker literally fell into pieces as soon as the first line of "Ba with the Ba to Bang Diggy Diggy" started.
Dude, best song.
Best song ever. Official song of Unlimited Lives. Ba with the Ba to Bang Diggy
Diggy. It's the best, dude. It's the best. Kid Rock is a national treasure that we all must treasure.
Speaking of kids, Ash from Pokemon.
Go on.
So yeah, you can have 4-player attacks on these super Pokemon, and you'll have a chance to catch them after. I think at that point they revert to regular Pokemon. You yourself can turn a Pokemon into a Dynamax Pokemon for up to 3 turns, and then it turns back
That's
in
cool.
your regular fights, I guess. And
but
they
who
really
gets, here,
they just
who gets the.
I don't know about that. They didn't really go into that.
That's
how
what I mean.
they
Like,
decide
if
who gets
me and
it.
you go on a raid, who gets the Pokemon when it's? Do we both get the same one?
They might like measure your score. It might be random, but it seems like only one person would get it.
Oh, interesting. That ought to cause fights.
It said there's no more random encounters. You can see all the Pokemon on the map before you fight them. But then I
don't mind. Well, go on.
But then there was also something about like, oh, but if you're in leaves or tall grass, you can't see them. And I'm like, well, then that's the same.
Yeah, that's what random encounters were. Random encounters were always like you walk through the grass and then a stupid piece of shit Kakuna attacks you. And you're like, dude, Kakuna for real?
And then it just uses Harden.
It just uses Harden. And you're like, dude, you're just delaying the inevitable of me destroying you.
I know.
It just uses Harden.
And it makes you spend,
and you're like,
it makes you spend all your PP on his Harden.
All your PP's on his Harden. Yeah, all your PP's on his Harden.
The PP's on the Hard-On.
All the PP's on the Hard-On. That's what, dude, the random encounters, that's what they are. You go in the tall grass, you don't know what it is, you get attacked. Yeah. So if you're getting rid of that, it's like, I guess if I walk down the street and they'll be like, I could see a Pokemon and I could be like, oh, I'm going to go fight that Geo dude, then I'm fine with it. Listen, I don't want to be offensive. I'm excited for this game.
Okay.
Like, my PP's doing Harden.
Wow, sucks to be you, dude. You're going to be disappointed.
I'm so no.
So it's based on the region it's in is called Galar, Galar, Galar. I don't know.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah, it's Sarah Michelle Gellar's Mystic Land.
Oh wait, and I just got a news flash. They're not calling. There was a bad reaction to Dynamax, so they're actually calling the big Pokemon Buffies now.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. What angels? Angels.
So the Galar region is analogous to the United Kingdom instead of like most of the old regions were like areas in Japan. Now it looks like it's in the United Kingdom. Great Britain and all that.
Oh, hey, bangers and mashing. We've got to save the Queen Pokemons.
So there's
they've done it. Dude, they've done everything. They've done Hawaii. Like, the most recent one was like this weird, like, Hawaiian ancient island. They've done it all, where it's like all, in every different place. So it's like, all right. They'll do London, like, okay.
Yeah.
Jolly old England.
Say hello to the Queen, why don't you?
Yeah. Look out for us. It's a Pikachu.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum,
bum.
Hand over your heart. That's for the Queen.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do the anthem, just like our founding Google fathers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's 2 new legendary Pokemon announced. Ready for this?
Yeah. Go on. I'm very excited for these 2 new legendary Pokemons.
Zacian and Zamazenta. They're 2 dogs.
Okay.
They're the titular sword and shield. Zacian carries a sword in his mouth, and Zamazenta has a big shield around his neck.
So the shielded one has like a it's like a mane is a shield, which is fine. Like, okay, it's
hella fine.
He's guarding his head with
that's
a mane.
One fine Pokemon.
That's a hella fun. Here's the thing I don't understand. the shield one has a shield built into his body, but then the sword one is holding a sword.
Yeah, it's just a doggy that found a sword and is carrying it around. If he ever drops it, he's not going to be a legendary Pokemon. He's just going to be a dog.
No, he's just someone's fucking dog that ran away and like, hey, is this your dog's sword? And it's like, oh yeah, he holds it in his mouth.
Oh no, that's not my dog's sword. You take it away. It's like, yeah, just a golden retriever.
Yeah, I didn't know when I saw that. Number one, well, okay, if you were gonna play it, would you pick sword or shield? Which are you?
Who would pick shield? Why do you want to play a defensive character in Pokemon?
Do you know what's the best part?
You're just gonna use Harden, and then the opponent's gonna spend all of his PP on you.
Yeah, it's true. Do you know what's funny? When I saw the video, that's the first thing I thought of. I go, who the fuck is gonna get shield? It's just some fucking nerdy child who's a dork and a wiener who's like, no, I'm gonna get shield because I need protection.
Yeah, well, only wieners. Guys, official stance of Unlimited Lives, only wieners pick shield.
Yeah, I agree completely. Only wieners do it because what would if I was gonna fight you? If I was like, Ian, you're gonna go in a fight. Here's a shield or a sword. What would you be like? Yeah, I'll take the shield. I just want to block everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the sword.
Wait,
because you want to go kill shit.
Wieners.
I'm getting the sword.
Wieners pick shield, and wieners don't use drugs.
No, wieners don't use drugs. Kids, don't be a wiener. Make sure your pee-pee is high, and don't be a wiener. It's so stupid. It is dumb that there was like a shield. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like every generation of Pokemon are getting worse.
Yeah, I mean, back in my generation, we had fire, grass, and water. That's it.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the starter Pokemon have been announced. Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. So Scorbunny is a little rabbit. That's the fire one. It just kind of looks like a rabbit. Sobble is the water one. He looks like a tadpole, so I imagine he like kind of evolves into a frog or something like that. Yeah. And then Grookey is a grass monkey. That funky monkey. Grass monkey.
Okay.
That funky monkey.
Yeah. Monkey funky. Yeah, I get it, dude.
That was my joke. I put that in there.
I was holding my hand over my heart the whole time.
Ba with da ba da bang da bang diggy
diggy said the boogie. Oh, say Kid Rock sees ba with the bump. American badass. He's the best.
Which one are you gonna pick? Grookey, Scorbunny, or Sobble?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've been playing Pokemans since Pokemon Red, and
you always pick the fire type.
Always pick fire. I never pick grass or water. I always pick fire. It's the only thing. I love fire-based things. I love fire-based Pokemon, fire-based weapons, and fire-based food. I'm talking anything.
You smoke a lot too.
Oh, I smoke constantly. Anything that is fire-based. I'm talking like, anything. Anything that
wait,
fire-based.
I'm literally, okay. Anything.
Anything is
so if we're talking fire, I will literally like it if it's a fire. Anything.
I mean, I will eat matches. I will eat campfires. I will eat anything that does fire.
What's your favorite?
A candle before the show.
What's your favorite kind of food?
Fire.
Nice. You're a fire eater.
Yeah, I'm a fire eater. Yeah,
Solid fire.
I just eat fire. Yeah,
very
of course.
Cool.
I just eat fire, and I eat fire, and I eat green fireballs.
Oh, like Luigi's style fireballs.
Yes.
He throws green fireballs in some games. I don't know.
Oh.
Like in Smash, he'll throw a green fireball instead of a red one.
Oh, of course. He will. And also, I think a certain fighting character can.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Journey releases on PC.
Let's just talk about Journey on PC. Number one, I like that you added it, but I never played it, so I don't know anything about it. And I was trying to like think in my head. I'm like, what's funny about Journey on PC? And I was like, I don't know. It's just a good PC.
I don't know.
Hey, it's on PC now.
I'm not gonna lie. I got really excited. I love Journey.
Did you?
I got really excited because
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, go then, please dig in.
Because I love Journey, and then wait, hold on 1 second. Oh my God, I'm having such a wait. There was something cool about it. Give me a second. I got to go on the internet and look this up.
Yeah. Yeah, look it up. I mean, Journey, like, as long as you don't stop believing.
That was it. I couldn't think of that song. I was going to say, Yeah, Don't Stop Believing is such a good song. I'm glad you can finally listen to it on PC. I don't know. That whole thing got away from me. Song. You made the joke. Never mind.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I did, but I mean, like, listen, man, this was your journey to go on.
Yeah. You know what the problem was? Is I started to say, wait, what's that song? And I stopped believing in myself.
And see, you did, dude. If I knew any other Journey songs, I'd make another reference, but I literally only know that song.
There's Wheel in the Sky Keeps on Turning. Wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Your hands on your heart.
I don't know where I'll be tomorrow.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
That's a good one. It's not bad. Yeah, it's the national anthem of PC now, I guess.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
This time next week, if you're listening to this on Tuesday, June 11th, the day it drops, this time next week on June 18th, Shang Tsung is going to drop for Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, shit. Shang Tsung.
Yeah. There's been a couple of trailers dropped for him. We got to see both of his fatalities. We got to see a lot of his actual gameplay and moves and combos.
What are the fatalities? Number one, Shang Tsung also, it looks like it's the same actor from the original movie, which I know it's not the same physical actor.
Yeah.
Like it's someone else, but they modeled Shang Tsung after the movie version.
That's
Shang
awesome.
Because he's like, because there was like a big thing, like one of the on the gameplay video, he's like, your soul is mine.
Very cool.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So what are his two fatalities?
All right. So, spoiler alert, if you don't want to listen, jump maybe 2 minutes ahead, 3 minutes ahead. One of them is...
If you don't want to listen, skip 30 minutes ahead.
Yeah. Skip the rest of the podcast.
Turn this off right now. Just if I were you, just stop listening.
He punches like a hole into you and puts some like green magic power in there. And then 2 arms burst out from like sort of your lower waist and reach up and pull your regular arms off. And then 2 more arms come out of there. And you're like, oh shit, I know who that is. That's 4 arms. I can count. Then he reaches and all 4 arms reach in like into you, grab your chest and rip you apart to pieces. And standing in the middle of you is Kintaro. You thought I was going to say Goro. It's Kintaro. It's Kintaro.
I did, but Goro is in the crypt and he's dead.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, if you walk around the crypt, Goro's skeleton is sitting there dead.
Damn, moment of silence.
So, I know, right? Hold on. There it is.
Cool.
That's good. 4 seconds of silence for a 4-armed creature. Yeah, Kintaro. I loved Kintaro, dude. So the only thing I don't like, Ian, is that fatality is, there's already one like that. Ermac. Doesn't Ermac have one where he like shoves his brother in someone's body?
Noob Saibot does.
Noob Saibot has one. So it's like, okay, so now we have a second fatality of like someone bursting through someone. It's like, all right, what's the second one?
Second one, he like sends chains out a la Hellraiser. They suspend you like belly down in the air. A pit of lava opens up and 2 kind of like zombie demon things come and they start ripping your guts out. They rip your face off and they grab your skeleton and they pull it down with them into hell or wherever. It's not that interesting. The Kintaro one's better, but...
Yeah, the Kintaro one's better one. I mean, I wish Motaro would come out.
Oh, his other one should have been Motaro. Yeah, that would have been cool if they had both of them. Speaking of
horse legs kick out the back and then like, he's like... and the horns out his head.
Did you see John Wick 3?
Yes, I did.
Just speaking of horse kicks.
Oh yeah, John Wick 3 was I mean it was great. It was everything I needed from John Wick.
It was so good. It was
great. It was exactly what I wanted from a movie. I was like, oh, okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know what they were doing, but I'm like, yeah, let's see John Wick he's just running. It's like, I'm down.
Oh, it was amazing. If you guys haven't seen John Wick 3, it's so good.
It is really good. Go see it. And also Godzilla was pretty good too.
Oh, you saw it? I did want to see that.
I did see a Godzilla. Well, let me know. I don't know if I have time, but I had to see it, man. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. No, I don't want to talk about Godzilla. But I do want to say Shang Tsung. So they showed his moves. He had his Shang Tsung originally in, I think it was MK2. He had fireballs, and MK3, he could raise fireballs from the ground and then throw fireballs forward.
Well, they were like flaming skulls sometimes.
They were flaming
sometimes
skulls.
They were fireballs.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool that he had those moves again where he could like do fireballs that come from the ground.
Yeah.
It's a good juggle.
It's a pretty cool move.
You like this. I don't hate it. But his other moveset, it seems like he transforms into number one, Shang Tsung in MK2, he could turn into every character on the roster. And then in MK3,
not every character.
Not every character, but every character that was playable, you could change.
Yeah,
then
not Kentaro, not
Kentaro, no, not
Not
Mataro,
Shai
Kentaro, Goro.
none of the hidden
Edgar
ninjas in
Harpo.
that one.
Yeah. So and then I think MK3, I think he could turn into everybody again. And then they did a point, I could be wrong about MK3, but they did a point where Shang Tsung could only transform into his opponent. Which I
because
thought
in Mortal Kombat 2, there were like 75 moves you had to learn to turn into everyone.
Yes, you are 100% right.
That's too much to me, so I don't mind it just being like you kind of steal your opponent's soul a little bit and turn into them.
Yeah. So Shang Tsung can steal opponents' soul, but then he could also turn into Rain, Ermac, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero as moves. And I just don't see the link between Shang Tsung and the ninjas. I think it's very weird.
Well, I don't think it's all of those. I think it's the ninjas that didn't make it to the game. So like Smoke and Rain and Reptile I saw. I don't even remember seeing Ermac. He might have been one of them.
Maybe. I don't see the link between ninjas and I just don't see the link. I understand.
Yeah, just maybe just to have them included in the game.
I guess. It just seems random that Shang Tsung turns into, he's like Ninja Shang Tsung. It's just like, okay, like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't hate it. I'm excited to play as him.
I'm happy Smoke's in it in any way. Smoke's my favorite. Smoke from Mortal Kombat 9 is the best MK character I've ever
from
played
MK9.
With. Everything about him was dope. He's the best fatalities. He had the coolest moves.
Remember Smoke in MK3 when he dropped the bomb, the Armageddon, and he blows up the Earth?
Oh, I remember that. I was there for that.
That's my favorite stupid fatality. So yeah, I'm excited for Shang Tsung. I'm excited for all the other characters, but I'll pick it back up on Shang Tsung. I stopped playing it because like I beat Rage 2 and now I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is pretty fun. So, I'll
How's
jump
Rage
into
2?
MK. Rage 2 was fine. It was fine. I didn't hate it. It's just it was
disappointing.
There was a lot of shit to do. I thought it was interesting, but Rage 1 was really good.
Yeah.
And a really good story, really good graphics, really good gameplay. And then like you take Rage 2, it's like they just all I have to say to you is this. If you want to know how Rage 2 was, go on Facebook or YouTube and watch Zero Punctuation's review of it, and he nails it.
So he discusses it. That's what I care about. We need to discuss it.
It's a discussion, just like on this radio. It's a discussion. But he hits every part that is like corny about the game that I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. There's just a lot of weird problems that he nails to a T where I'm like, oh, that is true. It wasn't terrible, but it's like, And Odyssey's a pretty good RPG. I'm like, I'm enjoying Odyssey, so I'm like, all right.
Okay.
So, it's nice,
Yeah, man.
So
those are the big stories. We have a bunch of like tiny ones that, I don't know how long they're going to take.
Tiny ones. I saw this one I thought was very interesting was the Netflix one, if you'd like to tell us about it.
Netflix. Netflix is basically Google Stadia, but for movies. The biggest difference is the subscription fee includes a library of movies and TV shows without any, you don't have to pay for them after.
No, which is good.
So that's what Netflix is. Anyway, speaking of Netflix, they announced a Magic the Gathering animated series directed by the Rousseau brothers. Jacques Rousseau, 17th century French philosopher, and I think the other one was there was a teacher in 7th grade named Mr. Rousseau. I guess those are the Rousseau brothers. I didn't realize.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, I checked. Well, I'll tell you this. Listen, I got great things to say about this. I hope after they have the first season, they have enough mana to summon a second.
That's pretty good. Because
pretty good.
I imagine the first season will suck because it has summoning sickness.
Oh my God, that is great.
That is great.
Maybe the third season will trample over the second season.
Ooh, not if the second season has flying.
Oh my God. Anytime you want to play the episodes, you just have to tap them and you can watch them.
Yep. And it's going to cost a lot of green.
That's true.
Which is forests.
Black Lotus.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't know.
Let's put a pin on that.
Okay.
Yeah, but they haven't really announced anything else about it, just that they are, in fact, making an animated series. I'm curious because I don't know a lot about the lore of Magic. I love looking at the card art. It's very cool art. And
it's great.
It makes you think, oh, there's like a whole cool world here that I don't really know a lot about. Have you ever seen that show? I don't think I've talked to you about this. There's a show on YouTube called Spell Slingers. Have you ever heard of that or watched it?
So I have not.
It's this dude whose like handle is Day 9. He's like a professional gamer. He's very energetic and fun, but he gets like D-list celebrities on to play Magic the Gathering with them. He like teaches him how to play, and he plays Magic with them, and it's a hoot. It's a blast. Like, it's really fun to see all the different decks, and he explains like how everything works, and then they just kind of chat. It's called Spell Slingers. It's dope.
Spell Slingers. I'll check it out.
So
yeah, I don't know if I'm excited for the Netflix show. I mean, if I'll wait. If it's good, I'll watch it. I love the Russo brothers, and like, you know.
Well, they did a great job with the Castlevania.
Yeah, Castlevania was pretty good, and I also I used to play Magic, so it's like, you know, I'm familiar with everything, so I'm like, all right, like that's pretty cool. Like I'll check it out. If I don't, I guess it'll be Blasphemy.
I was actually going to use Castlevania to transfer, but Blasphemy is pretty cool too.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, so Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is coming out a week from today, if you're listening on the 11th, which is Iga, who's the guy who made all the old Castlevania games, the Metroidvania style ones. He left Konami, and he's been a standalone guy, and he made this new game called Bloodstained Ritual of the Night that looks pretty cool. I hope it is. I think initial reviews were less than stellar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I still, you know, I kickstarted it and I pre-ordered it, and I'm just excited to have a game like that. And even if it's...
And then you said... Oh, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, because I saw you said Blasphemy, and I watched a gameplay trailer for Blasphemy, which to me it looks like Rise of the Dunce Cap Knight, because he's wearing like a pointed dunce cap. It looks like Dead Cells, and then at the end there was like a giant baby with a blindfold. Like that you fight.
Yep.
Which, you know, I was like, oh, childhood.
Okay, so I watched like 17 minutes of gameplay of this game Blasphemy that's coming out that's sort of unaffiliated. It looks phenomenal. It's got very cool art. It's very gothic, and everything is very like creepy, like Catholic religious. Like everyone's got these weird names, and I don't know, like early on you see this guy who's like all tied up with ropes, and he's holding this huge heavy scroll, and like he's got ropes all over his face so he can't see, and he's like, you know, my penance is I have to stand here and record the history of whatever, and he's like tied up in a way that it looks like he can't move or let go of this huge heavy scroll he's carrying. Just like very cool and creepy.
I mean, that's what my penance is for this radio show, is that I have to record every week for the 1,000 people I think that listen to it.
My penance is that every time I hear a song, I assume it's a national anthem, and I have to put my hand over my heart.
That is true. That is true.
But, you know, is it a penance or a blessing?
I don't know. But, yeah, I saw Blasphemy looked pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
It just looks like Dead Cells, and I was like, all right, I guess.
No, it's more like Castlevania than like Dead Cells. It's not roguelike, so it's not like you keep dying all the time.
All right, good. Because I'm not a big fan
of dying.
Of those. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dying. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on before
we wrap up? Let me see.
Before we wrap up, I saw something fun for Nintendo. You said there was a Nintendo announcement.
Yep, they announced the new Breakfast Skillet Edition. It comes with a copy of Cooking Mama Ultra, and it comes with a real cast iron frying pan that comes loaded with eggs, bacon, sausage, and hash browns. It's only available before 10 o'clock at participating GameStops, or you could stop by Reggie Fils-Aimé's basement, because I think he's making them too. It does not come with a Switch. It just comes with a plate, a big cast iron plate of food, and a copy of Cooking Mama Ultra.
Oh, that makes the most sense. Oh,
I'm very excited for it. I'm probably going to get one most mornings on my way to work.
Oh, Cooking Mama. Is there anything else you want to do before we wrap this episode up in a little burrito?
I mean, I'm just down to ba with the ba, to bang, diggy diggy.
Dude, me too. Let me ask you a question. If I was blasphemous and I wanted penance, where could I go on Twitter to find you to make penance?
You can find me on Twitter at RexSaucy. I have fun.
It's very fun.
That's where I live.
Yeah. You can follow the radio show Unlimited SXM on Twitter, Unlimited Lives Gaming on Instagram, and Unlimited Lives Radio on Facebook, Unlimited Lives Radio on SoundCloud and iTunes. Go on there, rate, review, subscribe. If you just Google Unlimited Lives, you'll find everything up there. I gotta find some way to merge everything together just because it's too. I don't like having, I like to have one place that we go, so it's not like Unlimited Lives Radio. It should just be maybe Unlimited Lives. I'll have to do the research. You can follow me at TJ Del Reno. I tweet fun gaming stuff on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Oh my God, Ian, what a fun time we had together.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you feel better.
Me too. I hope you feel better.
You get goddamn better. I do. My strep throat
Are your
is,
tonsils better?
gone.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, they're better. It's a little sore, but it's fine.
Good.
And that's it, guys. Everyone enjoy, and we'll see you guys next week. And always Mondays. This Monday coming up is Unlimited Lives TV with me and Young Joe Herreri, which is going to be a very fun episode. We wrote a bunch for it. We're very excited. So tune in Monday, Unlimited Lives Gaming on Twitch.
Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Was that Monday?
No, just have a happy one
in
next
general,
time.
That's great. In general, guys, happy MLK Day. And enjoy your gaming and be safe. See ya. Hand over your heart, everybody. Right now, I'm going to play all the sound bites that I wanted to play for the episode for Unlimited Lives Radio.
It's over 9,000!
Car crash. Tim Allen. And this one.
Let's go, dude!
That's right. That.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you thought there'd be no soundboard?
No disassemble!
You were wrong.